9 News 26 and CCTV. It's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
13-8 after 1 quarter of play here in Cadillac. As the Petoskey Northmen lead the Cadillac Vikings. Jay Simon alongside Kevin Gregory. Commander Dakota Pike running the show for us in the truck and leading the hardest working crew in television. Jacob Fulis, Kaylee Buck, and Rain Johnson Hill on the cameras, bringing you this 3-camera high-definition production of Boys Big North basketball. As the Northmen with the ball to start the second stanza. This is Wilson. He's the 6'5" football quarterback, starting pitcher and starting guard, I guess, forward here for the Northmen. Just an excellent athlete all around. Is Kingsma. I'm not sure how to describe that jump shot, except that it's good. Kingma's got 2 threes, and it's a 16-8 Northman lead. 4 triples for Petoskey in the game. And there's a steal. Wilson to the rack. Will lay it up and in. And that's a nice job by Cale Mickelson, as I think, if nothing else, he stopped a clear flush on that breakaway.
Yeah, that was going to be a throwdown. It was going to be a throwdown. Good defense by Cale to stop that. Those are momentum changers.
Benson straightaway 3, no good. And in and out of the hands of Genema, and the lay-in by Wilson again on the other end, as Joel Wilson now making his presence known defensively. Had not taken a shot, Kevin, in that first quarter, but now suddenly 2 steals, couple of layups, and it's a 20-8 Petoskey lead after the Colin Kingma 3.
Yeah, the length is clearly starting to get to Cadillac, so you credit Petoskey for, playing to their strengths, but Cadillac's got to find something on the offensive end. I mean, Tip Baker's got a couple of 3-pointers to keep them, somewhat close, but they haven't had anything else to fall from the outside, and you don't see them attacking the rim. So you got to look for some of that. I mean, if your outside shot ain't falling, you got to attack, try and get a little pump fake, get some of these big guys up in the air, maybe get yourself to the free throw line. They haven't shot a free throw line yet today. You got to get creative when you're a little outsized on getting the ball in the basket.
There's probably a tendency, a fear of, getting your stuff thrown when you drive to the rack against a team with a lot of size. But like you say, you got to do something to change things up. You're down by 12 here with 6:50 to go in the second quarter. Meanwhile, Petoskey doing exactly what Coach Dennis Starkey was hoping that they would be able to do, as we're going to get an offensive foul on the Vikings.
I don't know where that
Somebody
was.
Somebody throwing a little something.
I didn't see Cale come off a screen, so I don't know where that was at. I must have missed it.
And they haven't put the foul was called on Brooks. Kingma straightaway 3, front iron. Heat check does not go. Vinny Genema with the rebound. Genema driving on Kolb. Nice take. And there you go, Kevin. He got exactly what we talked about. Genema taking it hard to the rack, forced Kolb to go after him, draws the foul, go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I don't know what ailment Vinny's had, but young lad looks like he's lost a little bit of weight here over the last few weeks. I know he's been battling some sickness, so it's good to see that aggressive move going towards the rim, get a foul, try and get to the line and get some bunnies.
Looked just like Dad, except he didn't flush it at the end.
Right.
That'll come next year.
Yeah, there you go.
Or in college if he grows like his dad did. In and out as Genema misses both free throws, but nice hustle by Clayton McCarthy to give the Vikings another chance. Brooks defended by Snyder. Benson, the blow by on the baseline. Tough shot, gets it up through a couple of Northman hands. Nice take by Cooper Benson. And just like that, it's almost as if they're listening in India, Kevin.
Well, I mean, I'm sure Coach Benzenberg addressed it during that timeout. He said, hey, we're throwing the ball around the outside. They're getting some steals, getting out in transitions, got 2 easy buckets. Let's start taking it to the hole if they're going to overplay and see if we can get some layups, and so far so good.
5.5 to go here in the second quarter. It's a 10-point Petoskey lead. And now we're going to get a foul on the Northmen.
Well, I'll tell you, both teams are going to have to really make sure they're set on their sideline ball screens, because that seems to be a popular moving screen call tonight. Hey, and that happens. You just got to feel the refs out. You got to feel the opposing team out and just kind of get in the flow of the game.
Just 3 team fouls on both teams as Benson with the 3. I just noticed Benson's wearing some very flashy shoes. Here's a 3 ball from Culp, no good. Rebound battled for. Lee off his hands into the hands of Genema. And Genema's going to get his pocket pick. No help from his teammates as Snyder comes up behind him and takes it away. I'm completely distracted now by Cooper Benson's sneaks.
They're awful blingy.
Very blingy.
They're almost bedazzled.
I think they are. Man for 3, no good. And this is going to go out of bounds off the Vikings, so it'll remain Northman basketball. You kids don't know what bedazzling is. This was a, I don't know, late 90s, early aughts
You
thing?
watched the Goldbergs?
Sure.
The Goldbergs, Mom, bedazzled.
Was it an 80s thing? I
Yeah.
thought it was later than that. But wow, those are fancy. There's a near steal by Brooks, and good hustle as he comes up with it. Keegan using the rim to protect himself, can't get it to go. A great defensive effort by Keegan Brooks. Man on the other end. Inside for Lee, and Brooks is going to pick up the cheapie reaching in.
That's a tough one. Great defensive steal, great hustle to track the ball down. Misses a tough layup, and then get the cheap one on the other end. But listen, there's 4.5 to go, and that's a big moment in the ball game. So Cadillac's gotta try and win this next 4 minutes and go into halftime, between 5 and 8 points, give themselves a chance in the second half. If Petoskey goes on a little run, next thing you know, you're down 17-18. That's awful tough to come back from.
Snyder will inbound. And we're going to get a foul. McCarthy's going to get called for it. It's the second on McCarthy, the 5th on the Vikings. He and Keegan Brooks both with 2. And Snyder will trigger again. Top side there for Crittenden, over on the wing for Man. Culp, defended continuously by Benson. Maybe that's part of the defensive game plan. Get Culp distracted by the bedazzling. I don't know. Cooper Benson, if you're watching this later, I sincerely apologize. I'm enthralled.
He's doing a heck
by
of a
those
job
shoes.
down there, though.
He really is, defensively. Giving Culp everything he can handle. Kick out for Lee, too strong, and a nice box out by Jared McDaniel to collect the rebound. Inside 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Still just a 20-10 lead for Petoskey. Benson with a tough, high-arcing shot, Man with the weak side board. Snyder to Lee in the paint against McDaniel, who holds his ground, misses the shot. Rensbury with the rebound. And we're going to get a foul call.
It's a good, strong
on Jake
board.
Lee.
Good board by Rensbury there. Cadillac doing a good job battling the length and the size of Petoskey. And you like to see a kid, really get strong and get aggressive in that situation, rip the ball away.
3.5 to go. Baker over to McDaniel. Surveying. Top side for Benson. Truth is, I'm jealous. How cool those would look on a pickleball court. Benson with a nice drive. Lead for Mickelson. Rejected by Culp. Here comes Crittenden. Nice. Over to Man on the block, and the lay-in by Seth Man with the left hand.
Hello, go up right, little switchy to the left off the glass. I like it.
His first bucket of the game, and it's a 22-10 Petoskey lead.
On some of these drives by Cooper Benson and the Cadillac guards, the other 4 can't stand around and watch for a kick out. They have to cut to the middle to give them an opportunity to dump it off after the help comes, because there's, tough layups over a couple of 6'9", 6'5" guys.
Benson off the wrong foot with the nice right-handed layup. He's got 4 in the quarter. It's a 22-12 Petoskey lead, 2.5 to go. And Man on another drive is going to get the foul call on the floor. Now, Coach told us that he felt Seth Mann was probably one of his best shooters. We haven't seen him take anything from outside, but we've seen some blow-by as he went by Cale Mickelson and forced the foul call.
Yeah, that's one thing. You know, when you're playing and you're helping so much in the middle, you really got to be sound on the perimeter and not let guys go by you like that.
Boy, Cooper Benson is just working hard against Culp down low. Culp just can't get good position. Crittenden's three is way off the mark, saved by Culp. And we're going to have bodies going, fortunately not into the scorer's table. There's a nice leave for Culp, who lays it up and in.
Little scramble there. Ball bounces a little fortuitously to Petoskey, able to cash in on it.
Danny Culp has 7. We're inside 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Baker over for Benson. Again, defended by Culp. Culp just not bothering to switch and trying to stay with Benson. He's been able to get by him, but there's just too much blue-shirted help behind him. McDaniel back it out, looking down low for Brooks, and that's taken away by Crittenden. Crittenden will pull it out. Top side for Lee. Into the corner for Mann. Pump fake on Rensbury. And it was a nice look for Crittenden, who couldn't reestablish. It was a nice effort. Tried to reestablish inbounds before touching the ball, but not quite.
Little stagnant on the offensive end if you're Cadillac. You want to see a little more movement. And like I said, on those drives, you want to see some guys cutting to give him an option.
Rensbury over for Benson. Mickelson, the sophomore, thought about taking Kingma off the dribble. He'll give it up to Brooks. Inside a minute to go here in the first half. Brooks off the bounce to the rack. Can't get it to go. Rensbury with a nice rebound. Gives it to Benson. Rejected again. This time by Snyder. Man into the corner. Snyder thought about it. He'll give it to Kingma. Left all alone. No good. And the weak side board. Nobody boxing out Seth Mann, who takes advantage.
Coach Bensberg calling for one shot here. 20 seconds to go in the second quarter.
26-12 Petoskey. 15 seconds to go. Brooks against Snyder. Brooks. Crossover. Pop from 17, no good. Mann with the rebound. And Lee will heave from half court and leave it short as Caden Dennis hustling to grab that loose ball. Careful there, Mr. Dennis, careful. That's going to do it for one half of play. 26-12. The Petoskey Northmen lead the Cadillac Vikings here in boys Big North basketball action. We'll be back. Third quarter action will be coming up. We'll have some thoughts at our halftime show. Want to make sure we thank Cadillac Tire, Pizza Plus, and High Point Cadillac GMC for their support of these broadcasts. You're watching 26 Sports and CCTV's presentation of boys basketball action. We'll be back after this.